Good morning to you. It is now 12:30, and yes, we are still here tracking local election results for you. I'm Tammy Melchott.
And I'm Jim Scott. 17 News is your local election headquarters, and we are staying up late with you. You just heard it here earlier. Donald Trump is elected the next president of the United States. But we're staying on the air because we want to update you on some of the high-profile state and local races for the next few minutes.
For the GOP, it was a clean sweep tonight as Republicans retain control of both the Senate and the House of Representatives. However, a Democrat will still replace outgoing U.S. Senator and Democrat Barbara Boxer, who announced back in January she would not seek a sixth term. This race was called quickly as well, just after the polls closed in our state at 8 o'clock tonight. NBC News projecting Democrat Kamala Harris, the current state attorney general, over Congresswoman Loretta Sanchez. Here are those numbers. Harris with 64% of the vote and Loretta Sanchez with 35%.
And the hottest congressional race here in the Valley this morning, Republican David Valadao's quest to be reelected to represent California's 21st congressional district. He is challenged by Democrat Emilio Huerta, son of UFW co-founder Dolores Huerta. Right now, this race is definitely in David Valadao's hands. He has 59% of the vote, 75% of the precincts within the 21st district reporting in. That district spans 4 counties, including Kern. Bakersfield Republican and House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy seeking his 6th term to office, representing California's 23rd congressional district, still a conservative stronghold. He was challenged by Democrat Wendy Reed of Quartz Hill in northern Los Angeles County. Congressman McCarthy has a insurmountable lead in this race as we speak right here, 71% of the vote to Reed's 29%.
Meantime, a field of 25 candidates was whittled down to just 2 in the June primary for the race to be Bakersfield's next mayor. Harvey Hall is Bakersfield's longest-serving mayor, who said he would not seek a 5th term. Karen Goh and Kyle Carter finished 1-2 in the June primary and faced off in this election. They've been going back and forth all night long. Right now, Karen Goh with a very slight lead, 7-vote lead over Kyle Carter. Earlier it was flipped around. 48% of the precincts reporting. I don't think we'll have a clear winner on this one for a while.
That's right. Incumbent Terry Maxwell looking to hold on to his Ward 2 Bakersfield City Council seat tonight, but it's not looking good for him. Andre Gonzalez, a Bakersfield City School District trustee, has a hefty lead so far. Kevin Blanton is running 3rd. Maxwell and Gonzalez both spoke about how the city's economic future is troubled, and the council will have to make some hard choices ahead.
I think that you have to prioritize what you're doing. We've got to get a handle on crime in this city, and to get a handle on crime, you've got to have somebody who understands the budgets, the money that we bring in, and exactly how we're prioritizing the money that we're spending.
It is true, it will take all of us to pull together to get through these tough times, but I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful that we will get through these tough times, and even more than that we will create together a shared vision for the future of Bakersfield.
In Ward 5, incumbent and Vice Mayor Harold Hansen seeking re-election. He's challenged by Ryan Nance and Jeff Tack. Tack has the lead by more than 20 percentage points over Hansen, with Nance running in 3rd. We caught up with Jeff Tack at Chalet Basque. He talked about what he has to offer to the council if elected.
Mr. Hansen has served the area very well. He's done a good job, but he's been there for a long time, and it's time for new blood. I represent a little different constituency. I have a completely different skill set than he does.
And in Bakersfield's Ward 6, incumbent Jackie Sullivan, the longest-serving city council member in Bakersfield history, looking to retain her seat. She's being challenged by Bobby Cloud. Sullivan so far has more than double the votes that Cloud does. Here's what Sullivan had to say about tonight's race.
I'm very excited with the numbers. I'm very excited. I love city government, and it's a privilege with the support, the confidence that's being shown, and so I'm delighted with how the race is going.
Longtime district director for Congressman Kevin McCarthy, Republican Vince Fong, is running for California's 34th District Assembly seat, his first run for a state office.
That's right, and his challenger is Democrat Perrin Swanland, also of Bakersfield, who is now a college student. With nearly half of the precincts reporting in this one, Fong has nearly 3 times the votes Swanland does. We spoke with Vince Fong earlier in the evening at the GOP watch party at Tembler Brewing Company. Here's what he had to say about Congressman McCarthy's influence on his political career.
Words can't describe Kevin's influence and Kevin's mentorship to me. Kevin's like a second father to me. He's helped me with advice. He's gotten me involved in politics and campaigns. He's given me life lessons that I still carry with me. So I can't say enough about Kevin. I'm honored that he's here tonight, and I'm honored that he's supporting me.
Bakersfield Democrat Rudy Salas seeking a 3rd term in the state assembly, representing California's 32nd district. That seat vacated by Republican David Valadao when he first ran for and won his congressional race in 2012. Salas is challenged tonight or this morning, I should say, by Republican Manuel Ramirez of Bakersfield. And right now, Salas is up by just about a 2-to-1 margin, 61% of the vote compared to Manuel Ramirez's 38%. Salas spoke to us earlier about the issues he will continue to fight for.
Not only on water, but making sure that we have all the job opportunities, job training, right? We got was able to put $15 million in the state budget just for job training. We need to make sure that people have the skills to get those jobs, especially when I keep talking to employers and they say, we need skilled workers. We want to get those skilled workers to work and bring that money back down here. The other priority will be making sure our kids have the resources they need to be successful in our schools.
Okay, let's turn now to results from some of the hottest propositions on this year's ballot. There are 17 of them. Count them.
There's a lot to go through. Several big changes could be coming to California residents, ranging from legalizing recreational marijuana to repealing the death penalty to banning plastic bags to bringing back bilingual education. Here's how Proposition 64 is shaping up. This one legalizes marijuana for recreational use. And a lot of agencies and news agencies are reporting that this is going to pass. 55% yes right now, 44% no, and this is 56% of precincts reporting. Prop 57 supports increasing parole opportunities and good behavior for felons convicted of nonviolent crimes. It allows judges, not prosecutors, to decide whether to try certain juveniles as adults in court. And right now, Prop 57 is passing with a 64%, 36% voting no.
Prop 67 would prohibit the use of single-use carry-out plastic bags in California. It would uphold the contested legislation banning certain plastic bags, which was enacted by the state legislature as Senate Bill 270. So this is basically a statewide referendum on SB 270. Right now, it's pretty close, but right now, proponents of Prop 67 out in the lead with 51% of the vote. Prop 65 supports redirecting money collected from the sale of carry-out bags by grocery or other retail stores to a special fund administered by the Wildlife Conservation Board. Right now, this proposition, Californians not liking it so much. 55% of the voters so far, with about half the precincts reporting, don't like it. 55% against it right now.
And taking a look at Proposition 62, this would repeal California's death penalty and make life without the possibility of parole the maximum punishment for murder. Right now, Prop 62 is shaping up like this. 45% with a yes vote, while 54% are rejecting that. 56% of the precincts reporting. Prop 66, meantime, supports changing the procedures that govern state appeals courts and petitions that challenge death penalty convictions and sentences. Right now, Prop 66 is passing barely 51%. Now, both Prop 62 and 66 pass. The one with the most yes votes will supersede the other.
All right, Prop 55 supports extending the personal income tax increases on Californians who make more than $250,000 a year. This would essentially extend Proposition 30, which voters approved in 2012, for 12 more years to fund education and health care. Right now, a pretty solid lead. 61% of the voters so far voting yes on Prop 55. Prop 56 would increase the cigarette tax in California by $2 per pack, with equivalent increases on other tobacco products and electronic cigarettes. So let's take a look at the board here. Looks like this one will pass too. Prop 66, 56 proponents out in front. 62% of the voters so far supporting this measure.
Prop 58 favors repealing most of the 1998 Prop 227, the English in Public Schools initiative, effectively allowing non-English languages to be used in public educational instruction, bringing back bilingual education. Right now, Prop 58 is passing overwhelmingly with 72% of the vote. Meantime, Prop 51 supports the state issuing $9 billion in bonds to fund improvement and construction of school facilities for K-12 schools and community colleges. Prop 51 is passing 53% to 46%.
Still needs 55% of the vote, though, for passage. Now, from the state props for schools, we turn to some local Kern County measures for schools. This is really a watershed year for our schools in terms of bond measures. Measure J is a vote in favor of issuing just over $500 million in bonds to repair, construct, and acquire school facilities in the Kern Community College District. It requires a 55% threshold of the vote to pass. Measure J is passing right now with 61% of the vote here in the Kern Community College District. Bakersfield President Sonia Christian talked about what's at stake here moments ago.
When you think about buildings in 1956 built of cement and rebar, you know that technology like Wi-Fi, it's very difficult to have a 21st century learning environment. We've got to do a lot more to get the spaces suitable for the current technologies.
Measure K is an issue, a bond issue, $280 million in bonds for repairs to the Kern High School District to fix things like leaky roofs, aging plumbing, fire and earthquake safety systems, construct new and equip new classrooms and schools, and much more. Right now, it is out in front. 62% of the vote in favor of Measure K, and it requires a 55% vote as well.
All right, let's look at Measure N. This also requires a 55% of the vote. This would approve $110 million in bonds to improve Bakersfield K-8 schools, also retain and attract quality teachers. And here's how the numbers stack up right now. With 71% of the precincts reporting, it has 68% of the yes vote.
And thank you once again for this very short, joining us for this very short election edition. Once again, the major headline of the night, though, Donald Trump ran the table. He is elected president of the United States, an incredible comeback win. Republicans containing control of both the Senate and the House.
That's right. For the latest election results overnight from tight races, including the Bakersfield mayoral race, which is still way too close to call, you can visit our website, KernGoldenEmpire.com. Also our KGET Facebook and Twitter pages. And be sure to catch 17 News at sunrise beginning at 5 a.m. Thanks for joining us on this election night. Good night.
Good night.
For 17 News 24 hours a day, visit KernGoldenEmpire.com on your computer or smart device. On air, online, and on the go. 17 News is everywhere you are.